to my greenhouse. I brought this because we're going to work on a little project, but today I thought we would do something a little different. I thought we would spend some more time outside of the garden, and I hope you'll stick around because we're going to decorate my dining room Christmas tree, and it's just a real smaller tree that fits perfectly in the corner. And then I thought we could make some Christmas cookies and just do some fun, just very casual, slow, easy Saturday items, and I hope you'll stick around for it. But I just had family here and I was soaking up every minute, and they just left, and so I'm like, you know what, before the tears start flowing, I need to find something to do and keep myself busy. And there's not a more perfect time to just jump in with kind of getting the Christmas tree put together, and then I love to just get in my kitchen and bake and cook, and it just feels very relaxing. So I thought, why don't you come along with me? So let's get started. Okay, so I am looking for some of those longer pieces. And the good thing about rosemary, it loves to be cut. So we're actually doing it a favor. Okay, let me get my little stool. Now you can perfectly see. So let's take this one off, and we will actually use this as our measurement because it is perfect. So is you don't want to put two ends because it's not as easy to work with. So you want to try to turn your ends, and if you have a shorter piece, put it more in the center. I'm going to smell like rosemary for days, I have a feeling. So then if we were to make this right now, we could, and that is about the size that I want. Don't worry if that's popping out, we're going to fix that in a minute. Let's put that back through. So this is about the size that we're going to want, and it's going to hang right there. All right, see how we have really, you've got to get that tight. So let's tie our first knot, tie another knot. Okay, and then you can come in and trim the string. All this loose rosemary kind of brushed off the other side so that none of those pieces pop out. Just a short piece. See how this side is kind of, you can tell it could get loose. I'm just going to come over here, and it's amazing that you cannot see the string. Okay, let's tie a nice pretty ribbon, but we want to get it tight. My little trick, some people would actually tie that ribbon around, but then you can't really work with it a lot. What I want to do is take some more of this twine. This twine is kind of my everything string. It just is amazing. And what I've done is I've ran it just behind the back of it like this. And I'm going to take this, trying to keep it to where you can see it. I'm going to tie that around the arm of my cutting board. Now we can kind of play with our bow and decide, is it too long? Do we need to cut it a little? So I am going to cut this a little. That's why I would rather have my ribbon be a little bit longer instead of too short, and that allows me to work with it better. Okay. There we go. I think that is going to be so pretty in the kitchen. So let's go take it inside and see what we think. Okay, I think that turned out perfect. I love the way that that little plastic thread is really holding all of this together, but you cannot see it. It's kind of like that little secret, and that red stripe ribbon is the perfect Christmas touch. So I'm going to keep that there for as long as possible because I just love the look of it. I'm getting all of my supplies together for making the cookies, but I wanted to tell you when we were making the wreath, and I shared that I had the little green striped ribbon all throughout the house, even on the little topiary trees. These were just super inexpensive. Tied that ribbon on there, and I tucked this in the corners. I love it. So check Michael's to see if they still have this. I think I've seen something like it on Amazon. I'll take a look, but it just makes the perfect touch on everything. Oh, and then I have it on the little wreath right there. Let me take you over there. That one stays there all year, and I love that little touch but I'm telling you, I've put it anywhere I could put it that looked good. It has definitely been used. Okay, I find it so much easier if you just get everything out that you need and have it organized instead of going and trying to get the items as you're going, because one thing with this recipe, your egg yolks have to be at room temperature and your butter. Now the butter you can put in the microwave and soften, but just having everything out and just being organized, I even sometimes put it kind of in the steps of as I'm going, makes it a little bit easier. So that's what I'm going to work on now. I pulled out, how festive is this for the holidays? I have this set of gold mixing bowls with the no slip, and then the matching little measuring cups. So I thought that's the perfect time to use these making Christmas cookies. Okay, so I am going to use one of my little shower caps that I use for my sourdough baking. I'm going to put it over my bowl, and I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for an hour, because I have found that letting your cookie dough chill in the refrigerator before you scoop them up helps them to have a better round shape. It also helps with the flavor. A lot of people say that the flavors will combine better, but the most important item to me is they really hold their shape better when they're in the oven. So let's put this in the refrigerator and let that chill for 1 hour. Okay, I just took my cookie dough out of the refrigerator, so we're about to start scooping it. But one thing I'm going to do is wash my new pans. My husband went to go pick this up for me at one of the Targets that's a little bit further than our house yesterday. So this is from Hearth and Hand. It was on sale, and it had like the set of 2 for $15, which is fantastic because they are really, really nicely made. And then look at the design on that. How pretty and festive is that? So I'm going to wash these up, and then also with that, I love to send cookies to family members, and so I just thought this tin was so pretty. There's this one, there's a larger one that has more of the green plaid, and then there's one that's even a step up from that. So I think this is like $3.99. This would be perfect for gifts and tie a ribbon around it. As a matter of fact, it's outside, but even the plaid with the stripes, and you can even put the rosemary wreath right there in the center and tie that. That would be such a cute gift. And then she had the towels on sale. I don't know if this will still be on sale when you look at this, but if there's something you really, really want, even after Christmas, you can get it when it goes on sale. But this set of 2 towels, regular price on these, it's not on here, but I know that I got it for like $4.99, which made it like $2.50 a towel, and they are so nice and thick. Look at that. And they're the flour sacks, so they have the little hook and you can hang them up. I just think that's so pretty. I got that. And then previously, which they still have this, I got this large flour sack. I have not even taken the towel off to use it yet. It was on sale, and the Christmas tree looks like it was hand painted, just kind of hand brushed on there, and then it's got the little sewn border. But all of those together, I just think is such a pretty combination. So excited to add that to my collection. These I actually use in my guest bathroom, not this one, but lots of the other ones that she has all throughout the season, and I'll hang them over the towel bar, and they're the perfect size because they're large enough, and they also make a really pretty statement, and they're real pretty. But let me get these washed up and we'll start scooping our cookies. So I have tried several little scoopers before, but this one from Target, I've really been pleased with it. And also I am a huge fan of parchment paper. I just think it's a better way to take care of your pans. It makes the cleanup so much easier. So let me get my parchment paper on, start scooping, and we'll get these in the oven. I think this is the most perfect tree. She just fits perfectly in the corner, and we do put some presents here, but to be able to see her out the window is really nice. Now I've got to fluff it, but it's a skinny pencil tree, and I love it in here. I'm not sure that's exactly where it's going to go. I've got to move it over, but I did just put her together. I'm going to fluff it up, make sure all the lights are working, and plug it up. But here is what I have to figure out. So I'm not one to decorate my Christmas tree and make it match the room, but I am a little excited about the idea that I do have the ornaments that would match this room perfectly. I have a couple of options here. We can go with the turquoise, which would absolutely match the rug, the drapes, the walls. We have everything from the silver to even some of these are my absolute favorites. Look at the nutcrackers. How pretty is that? Look at that. That is so pretty. And it's kind of, the first year of having this room, this new color. I mean, look at that. This actually went for a guest bedroom design that I did years and years ago. I'm not one to hold on to a lot of stuff at all, but my Christmas items are not something I really ever get rid of. Look at that. Okay, so that's option number one. Am I going to decorate the tree to match the room? And then I have the black and white theme, which I have the most prettiest black and white nutcrackers and black and white dishes. It's gorgeous. But is that the look that I want to go for this year? And then we have our traditional red, green, and gold. And these are also so pretty, very traditional. Some of my absolute favorites. Look at that. So now I need to decide, which do we do? Okay, my cookies just came out of the oven, and while I'm trying to decide on what decorations, I thought it would be fun to take a couple of these. You can see that festive candy cane. I don't want to top these with crushed candy canes. I would rather top it with this. They're still a little warm, but I'm just going to sprinkle some on the top of each one, just to add that little bit of festive color. letting these cool, but luckily my thumb kind of went into one and it's not so pretty. So that's the one that I have to taste and see how it is. That is very, very good. Absolutely love the way the dining room has come together. So starting off right here, I just have my little deer collection. Those are from Aldi, I believe either last year or the year before, and they are a dupe for the Pottery Barn, and I absolutely love them. They are such nice quality. They're very heavy. Absolutely love them. And now seeing them in the room with the black and just everything coming together, it looks great. The color of the tree was absolutely perfect. I asked my husband, which color should I go with? And he said, with it being the first year of this room being this color, we definitely should match it. And that was a lot of fun to do. And then the table. It is all set with the gold playing off the rug. The nutcrackers, we've got nutcrackers here, nutcracker plates, nutcrackers on the table. We've got nutcrackers watching over the tree. I think that is really, really pretty. Coffee bar. I've got the cutest cups. I believe I picked these up last year at Hobby Lobby, but they bring those items back all the time. This is definitely Hobby Lobby and one of my absolute favorite sets of cups. I have the two, and I've gone ahead and put those out because we will definitely drink hot tea out of that. And then these are so cute. They're from Hobby Lobby last year, and I am about to run this one to my parents and this one to my father-in-law so that they can have cookies tonight. And then we have Santa. His little tree is kind of sitting out of his arm there. Santa is there. And then I can put more cookies right here because after I get everything done and finished, I am going to watch a good movie. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a good one. But that's it. everybody. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I hope that you enjoyed this. It was such an incredible weekend with having family here and just soaking in every minute, and then just staying busy today. They made it home safely, and then I've just been able to decorate the house to add just a touch of Christmas. And most importantly to me is just knowing that I'll be with my family again soon as we spend Christmas together. And I'm just so grateful for each of you being here and getting to share this with you. It's just a lot of fun to be back and to share the things that I really, truly, honestly love. And I'm glad you're here. So thank you so much. Let me know in the comments, are you making any Christmas cookies this year? And if so, which ones are you making? I've got to think about what my next ones are going to be. I think I want to do the jam thumbprint with like the raspberry jam in the middle. Those are so good. But thanks so much for being here, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye-bye.